want to come on board to talk about the act of spirituality and how it's changing in our workplaces and how it's impacting us as leaders and impacting us in our business. Spirituality is something that the world is changing, and you may have heard, we're in the age of Aquarius, and that you hear statements about the planets aligning and various other things. And those are all terms meaning that we are awakening to the sense that there is something else out there. For years as humans, we've just been doing. Since the pandemic, we have had to stop, it was a forced reset where we stopped and we actually had to pause and take in nature. And that was, what people were doing. They were going outside and enjoying nature. I personally have always loved my outdoors. Now, I've lived in the cities and I know what it's like to live in big cities and to rush from place to place. And now I choose to be out in nature as much as possible because that's what grounds me, what keeps me sane. And what I'm here for to share with you is that I'm going to share with you little tips about just keeping you sane throughout your day, even if you live in the city. Now, the first tip for today is about just getting out in a garden and enjoying whatever nature has to share, whether it's a butterfly or a dragonfly or a bee. Enjoy it. Don't be scared of it. Just stop and enjoy and observe. It could be a flower. And here in Australia, we're in spring. And so all the flowers are coming out and it's just so magical. So that's today's first tip, is get out there into nature, really absorb yourself in there, and don't go, right, tick that off my list and now I can run. It's pause and stop and just allow yourself to be there. And, I don't want to put a timeline on it, but I do want to say a minimum of 5 minutes. Because any less than that and it's just a waste. So really try and get yourself to just be. And I know when I've been leadership coaching and helping people and saying, this is what you need to do, they've come back and they've reported to me. And one guy I worked with, he was just beautiful, and he had a list, and I'd given him 3 things to do, and one was to be in nature. And he goes, right, I've ticked that off. And so for the first week he'd go, tick, done that. And then all of a sudden, after a while, he got into it and he loved it so much. It just became part of who he was, to spend time in his backyard, suburban backyard, just in nature, looking at the plants. You don't need to have a big property or go out to a park. A park is amazing, or a bushwalk or something like that. Absolutely amazing. Yet slow down and just be. Tip number 1.